This is NDTV, and you're watching NDTV Profit.
Welcome back. You're watching Power Lunch. Interesting report coming in from CRISIL suggesting that there is more signs of stress within the retail asset portfolios. In particular, the CV side is where the stress seems to be emerging. Let me welcome in Pawan Agarwal for more details on their findings. He's Senior Director at CRISIL Ratings. Pawan, thanks so much for coming in. Let me just straight off ask you what you have noticed and what you've highlighted in this report. Are these fresh signs of stress that are now emerging on the CV side, sir?
Yeah, what we are seeing is that as a study that we have done as a part of our surveillance effort, on 80 pools that we have that contain CV assets, which together constitute nearly 20,000 crore of overall size, what we are noticing is that the collection efficiencies have been trending downwards for a while, and in the most recently ended quarter, we saw that they declined below 95%. And at this level, they are at a level which they were last seen only in 2009. So I think this is clearly a sign of some amount of emerging pressure that we are seeing in the commercial vehicle asset class.
Pawan, until just a few months back, every time I spoke to banks which have a large exposure there, IndusInd, etc., they all were saying that this time around, actually, the CV sector is not seeing that much stress. I'm just wondering why it started to pick up now. Any indications of what's leading to this sort of incremental stress?
See, I think these are one part I would like to say these are very initial signs because these are visible in form of securitization portfolio collection efficiencies. For them to be visible in form of stress on the portfolio, I think it will take a little longer if the trends continue. But I think the reasons for some of the signs that we are seeing now is clearly the fact that commercial vehicle transport owners or the transport operators, if you look at, we are seeing that their earnings and cash flows are a little bit under pressure, primarily because the demand is weaker for industrial goods particularly, and in addition to that, there has been an overcapacity given the large demand that we have seen on the assets, on the commercial vehicles per se, and also more recently the input prices having gone up, and especially the fuel prices, which have not necessarily translated into a freight rate increase for them. So together, all of these factors are contributing to some of the trends that we are seeing on the commercial vehicle side. But clearly, even within commercial vehicles, the segments which is a little more exposed to the industrial side is where the pressure is a little higher, which is primarily the heavy commercial vehicles, and the segments or sectors that are a little more exposed to daily consumption kind of transport items is where the stress is a little less, which is the light commercial vehicles.
So the situation, Pawan, is certainly not comparable to what we had seen in the last downturn, or is it? I don't know if the ratios or the numbers to look at are, the numbers that you put out, the collection ratio of rated securitization pools being below 95, etc. I'm just trying to get a sense of how comparable the situation right now is to what we'd seen, in the previous downturn, where actually the CV portfolios took a significant hit.
I think if you look at last time, what happened is we saw a contraction which was very sharp and a recovery which was very sharp. This time what we are seeing is it is a little more slow. So to that extent there is a difference. But given the fact that the underlying asset class, the commercial vehicles owners, and that cash flow pressure that we are seeing there is a little higher right now, we believe that some of these pressures or indicators are more likely to continue or maybe weaken a little more, so that some of this will start getting reflected into 90 plus days past due, which we are already seeing. In fact, there is already a 100 basis point increase that we are seeing in the loans that have not been paid for 90 days or longer. But for them to translate into 180 day, I think there is some time, and there will obviously be depending upon whether this trend continues, intensifies, and to what extent the collection efficiencies are improved.
Okay, that's the CV side, but away from that, you're saying that there's still fairly steady performance in other aspects of the retail portfolio, the recent retail asset portfolios?
Yeah, that is right. So if you look at last few years, we are seeing pressure on the corporate side of the of the assets. This is the first sign of that pressure kind of translating or moving towards the retail side, and which is visible on the commercial vehicles for now. But all other asset classes for now, if you look at either housing or car or microfinance or some other asset classes, they continue to perform very stably. In fact, overall the retail NBFC sector and retail assets have been continuing to do well all this while, and for all other asset classes we are seeing that stability and performance continue.
You didn't, as part of this report, by any chance look at individual segments like gold NBFCs, did you?
Gold NBFCs are, the gold loans by nature are not segments that are securitized as much. So that's a very fairly small proportion of the overall securitization. So to that extent, in our study, it's something that is very, very less covered.
Fair enough. No, I just said with gold prices coming down, there was some talk that could be a stress point. But thanks so much, Pawan. It's always insightful to speak to you, and your reports are always giving us a sense of where things are headed in the economy, and that one is an important one. The CV sector is always seen as macro, broader indicator as well. That's